Good day, Doctor and fellow spectators. I am Jivitra Batmanathan. We are from Group 5 going to present about Marriott International Business today. Welcome to the inspiring journey of Marriott International, one of the world's most iconic hospitality brand. It all started in May 1927 when J. Williott and Alice Sheets Marriott opened a small root beer stand in Washington, D.C., known as Hot Shoppies, in partnership with Herc Holton. As their reputation grew, they launched their own restaurant and began catering meals to passengers at Hoover Airport. They soon expanded their catering services to government institutions, colleges, and hospitals, laying the foundation for Marriott's strong service culture. After 30 successful years in food service, the Marriotts took a bold step entering the hotel industry. In 1957, they opened the Twin Bridges Motor Hotel in Virginia, with their son Bill Merrington Jr. stepping into a leadership role. Then there were tremendous growth with hundreds of hotels, residents, courtyard for business travelers, and Fairfield Inn. Marriott International now operates with two stock entities. First is Host Marriott Corporation, which handles the real estate. Second is Marriott International Inc., overseeing the hotel operations and franchises. Today, Marriott International has 34 plus brands, 237 million plus loyalty members, 9,463 plus properties in over 144 countries and territories. From a humble root beer stand to a global leader in hospitality, Marriott's journey is an indication to vision, service, and continuous innovation.
Hello, my name is Anis Farhana. Next, I will continue about review the company, organization, culture, and structure. First, organizational culture of Marriott International. People first philosophy focus on employee well-being. For example, staff are given benefits and training to stay motivated and perform better. Second, diversity and inclusion welcomes people from all backgrounds. For example, Marriott has won awards for being an inclusive workplace. Third, ethical and sustainable practice promotes honesty, responsibility, and sustainability. For example, SOF 360 programs support the environment and communities. Fourth, training and development provides learning opportunities for career growth. For example, staff receive training in customer service and leadership. And five, recognitions and rewards appreciates and rewards employee efforts. For example, Employee of the Month awards and performance bonuses. Next, I want to explain about organizational structure of Marriott International. First, geographic division operation divide by regions. For example, different teams manage Asia Pacific, Europe, and America separately. Second, brand-based segmentation manage many hotel brands with different style. For example, Luxury Ritz-Carlton, Premium, JW Marriott, Budget, Moxie. Third, functional departments has central teams for support HR marketing, finance, and etc. For example, one HR department support all regions and brands. Fourth, franchise and management model. Some hotels owned by others but run under Marriott rules. For example, a Sheraton hotel may be owned locally but managed by Marriott. So, summary between culture and structure is culture, people focus ethical, inclusive, supports alumni. Structure, divide by region and brands with central departments and franchise models. Next, I will explain about managing human resources and internationally. Marriott International is one of the largest hospitality companies in the world, operating over 8,000 properties in more than 130 countries. Due to its global presence, Marriott needs a strong international HR management system to support its operation. Marriott International HR strategies have four types. First, global standards with local adaptations. Second, global training and development programs. Third, diversity and inclusion. Fourth, expatriate management. Next, challenges in international human resource management for Marriott. First, cultural differences in work expectation and communication style. Second, different labor laws and regulations across countries. 3. High cost of international assignment and expatriate management. 4. Language and time zone barriers in global operation. Next, I want to explain about Marriott Global Human Resource Success. First, Marriott is frequently listed among world best employers by Forbes. High employee satisfaction and retention due to strong focus on engagement, development, and inclusion. Next, I will explain about marketing and branding strategies. Marriott International, which is global focus. First, strong global brand portfolio. Marriott owns over 30 hotel brands, each targeting a different market segment. For example, luxury, the Ritz-Carlton, Regis, Premium, Marriott Hotels, Sheraton, Select Service, Courtyard, Fairfield, Long Stay, Resident Inn, Element. This allows Marriott to serve diverse customer needs across the world, from budget conscious travelers to luxury guests. Second, consistent brand image. With local relevance, Marriott ensures a consistent brand identity worldwide. For example, logo, service quality, loyalty programs. At the same time, its localist offerings, hotel designs reflect local architecture. Menus include regional cuisines. Marketing materials are customized by language and culture. Digital marketing and technology use. Marriott invests heavily in digital marketing, which is strong presence on social media like Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, uses targeting ads and personalized recommendations through AI. Marriott Bonvoy app helps enhance guest experience with mobile check-in, room selection, and loyalty tracking. Number 4, Marriott River Loyalty Program. One of the largest hotel loyalty programs globally, encourages repeat business by offering free nights, room upgrades, exclusive experience. Global partnerships like airlines, credit cards, event helps Marriott build long-term relationship with millions of international travelers. Number 5, partnership and sponsorship. Marriott partners with global events and brands like Formula #1, music festivals, sport teams, and fashion weeks. This partnership increases brand exposure to new markets and audience. Number 6, sustainable brandings like promotes eco-friendly initiative like LEED certified buildings, waste reduction and energy saving systems, appeals to environmentally conscious travelers around the world and strengthens its global image. And last, crisis and reputation management. Marriott maintains a strong international PR team to handle global crises like COVID-19, travel restrictions, customer complaints, and media challenges. Transparency and trust building are key to maintaining a strong global brand. So, for the conclusion, Marriott International marketing strategy is a mix of global consistency and local sensitivity. Through its diverse brand portfolio, digital innovation, and customer loyalty focus, Marriott successfully maintains a strong global presence while appealing to regional preferences.
Expatriation is handling employees who are sent to work in another country for a certain period of time. These employees are usually chosen for their special skills and experience that are needed in the company's hotels. In training, Marriott trains employees on the new culture, language, and job expectations before they leave their home country. Next, career development. Marriott supports career growth abroad and ensures a small return home after the task. In compensation and benefits, Marriott provides extra pay and benefits including housing, child schooling, and family support to help employees adjust abroad. In cultural integration, Marriott supports employees in adjusting to local customs and work styles in the new country. International labor relations is where Marriott manages global labor relations by following human rights standards and working with labor unions. First, commitment to human rights and fair labor practice. Marriott follows the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. It opposes forced labor, child labor, and discrimination, and supports freedom of association and collective bargaining. Next, engagement with labor unions. Marriott works with labor unions like United Here to set employment terms. In 2018, over 8,000 US Marriott workers went on strike for better pay and conditions. Net supplier and franchisee expectation. Marriott expects supplier and franchisee to follow ethical labor practice, including banning unethical recruitment and child labor and forced labor. Lastly, transparency and accountability. Marriott releases annual report on its effort to fight modern slavery and human trafficking, showing its commitment to transparent and responsible labor practice.
Okay, so now I'm going to explain the cultural environments in international business. So when companies operate internationally, they don't just face different markets, they encounter diverse cultures. So the term cultural environments refers to the unique customs, values, beliefs, languages, and social behaviors that influence how people communicate, make decisions, and do businesses in different countries. Understanding these cultural environments is crucial for international businesses to build successful relationships, avoid misunderstandings, and adapt their products and services to meet local needs. So in the hospitality industry, like Marriott International, cultural awareness directly affects customer satisfaction, employee cooperation, and overall business performance. So now I'm going to explain the cultural awareness at Marriott. Marriott places great importance on cultural sensitivity by providing through training to its staff. This helps employees better understand and respect the diverse cultural and religious needs of their guests. So, for example, services are carefully localized, offering options like halal food or prayer rooms in certain countries. So this cultural awareness doesn't just benefit the guest, but it also improves communication and teamwork among Marriott's employees worldwide. So this creates a more positive experience for guests and builds stronger brand loyalty across different cultures. The second one is dynamics of cultures. Marriott recognizes that cultures and customer preferences are always evolving, so to stay relevant, they continuously adapt their services and hotel designs to reflect local traditions. Whether it's incorporating tatami rooms in Japan or eco-friendly features in Europe, Marriott balances global consistency with local relevance. So this approach is captured in their strategy, Think Global, Act Local. By doing so, Marriott maintains a strong global brand identity while ensuring its marketing and services resonate with the unique cultural dynamics of each market. Okay, the last one is addressing cultural differences. To effectively serve a global customer base, Marriott employs multilingual staff and offer customer service tailored to local languages and customs. So the company also celebrates major local festivals and events like Diwali, Chinese New Year, and Hari Raya, making guests feel welcome and valued. In addition, Marriott embraces inclusive human resource practices, hiring people from diverse backgrounds and supporting local communities. So the company also works with local suppliers, helping to integrate regional economies into its global operations. Moreover, Marriott is active in community outreach, partnering with cultural organizations and running volunteer programs that help bridge cultural gaps and foster mutual understanding. Okay, so now I'm going to explain a little bit about the real incidents that happened in Marriott International. So in 2018, Marriott International faced backlash in China after listing Tibet, Taiwan, Hong Kong, and Macau as separate countries in a customer survey. This was viewed as politically and culturally insensitive by Chinese authorities. As a result, China temporarily blocked Marriott's website and mobile app for a week. In response, Marriott issued a public apology, dismissed the employee responsible, and conducted internal reviews to prevent similar issues in the future. This incident highlighted the critical importance of cultural and political awareness when operating in international markets.
Next, let's analyze the international trade theories that are relevant to Marriott International global expansion and success. First, let's discuss free trade theories. Free trade theories argue that reducing trade barriers like tariff and quotas help companies expand globally. For Marriott, this means they can more easily franchise hotels, invest in foreign market, and source goods and service from different countries. For an example, the European Union's open trade policies allow Marriott to expand operation and standardize services across member countries without facing heavy restrictions. So this open environment promotes growth, job creation, and economic contribution to local communities. Next is the factor mobility theory, which focuses on the movement of production factor like labor and also capital across borders. Marriott relies heavily on human capital mobility. They often send experienced managers, known as expatriates, to oversee new hotel openings and also train local staffs. So this ensures consistent service quality and also help transfer valuable knowledge to the new market. For an example, an experienced US manager might be sent to India to support a new Marriott property, sharing best practices and ensuring brand standards are maintained. This movement of expertise strengthens Marriott global presence and also fosters skill development in local workforces. Lastly, let's look at the trade pattern theories, especially the new trade theory. This theory highlights that large companies can dominate global market through economic of scale and first mover advantages. For Marriott, this means leveraging their global brand reputation to negotiate better deals with suppliers, offer consistent quality and attract loyal customers worldwide. Additionally, Marriott uses strategic alliance and franchising to quickly establish a presence in new markets. For instance, they often partner with local developers in Asia to expand rapidly while sharing market knowledge and reducing financial risk. By doing this, Marriott can create jobs, boost tourism, and support local businesses, which positively impact national economic development. Let's look at some real life incidents that have impacted Marriott International global businesses. Firstly, in 2018, Marriott got into trouble in China when a survey listed Hong Kong, Macau, Taiwan, and Tibet as separated countries. China blocked their website for a week, and Marriott had to apologize and review its content to respect China's One China policy. Second, also in 2018, Marriott had a huge data breach of affected 500 million guests' personal details including passport numbers were leaked to lead to investigation and a 52 million settlement. Third, in 2008, the Isambard Marriott Hotel was bombed and causing many deaths and injuries. Marriott had to rebuild and improve its security. These are the incidents show that international business can be complicated with cultural, politics, security, and also labor challenges that companies like Marriott must navigate.
For solution part, I have five suggestions for Marriott International business. It begins with geopolitical sensitivity training to avoid cultural and political missteps like happened in China in year 2018. Marriott should implement this training for global marketing, communication, and customer-facing staff to ensure teams are aware of sensitive regional issues such as identity and local laws before content is published or interaction take place. This is because in a global brand, one misstep in one region can trigger worldwide backlash. Second is data minimization policy. Marriott should only collect that data that's absolutely necessary for operations. This is because less data means less risk. If systems are breached, there's less exposure and compliance with global data privacy laws. Fair compensation is also important to prevent labor unrest like happened in US in year 2018 also. Marriott should implement fair aligned with cost of living and industry standards in each location. The reason is proactive transparent pay structures not only reduce strikes risk but also increases employee satisfaction and retention. Next, advanced cybersecurity infrastructure also important to avoid breach by including AI-based threat detection and regular penetration testing to avoid to identify and fix system vulnerabilities before attackers do. The last solution is sustainability programs where Marriott International can invest in green buildings and energy efficient operations to align with global climate goals. The solutions are proposed to avoid similar issues Marriott has faced and to avoid different threats and grab more opportunities in future for to enhance the overall business growth.
To conclude, the international journey from the local food service to a global hospitality leader reflects the strong values and adaptive strategies. By combining the people first culture, the actual practices, and a think global and local mindset, it succeeds across the culture and regions. The first one is empowers employee through the training, recognition, and career development. The second one is adapt the service and design to respect the local culture and custom. Maintains a global standard by supporting the local communities and suppliers. Builds a strong brand loyalty through the culture aware guest experience. The last one is benefits from the international trade rallies by expanding into the open markets, moving talent across the border and forming the local partnership. To summarize, it proves that respecting the people and culture drives a long-term global success. For the reflection part, international success is not just about the hotels, it's about how it connects the people, culture, and market across the world. People first culture drives a strong internet engagement and customer satisfaction. The local adaptation creates a stronger brand loyalty. Inclusive HR and ethical labor practices support its global operation. International trade theories in action, like free trade, is open market allow easy the franchising. Factor mobility is more the movement of the skilled staff. The last one is trade patterns. The strategic partnership, early market enter the create the competitive advantage.